Well, one of my high school friends said that they actually used to beat their meat like every Friday in the bathroom. Huh? That is absolutely ridiculous, bruh. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Alex, aka Seb, and today we're going to be looking at how to undo prawn on your brain, man. This is a very interesting topic. I really want to see what he has to say about this topic, especially as he has the thirst trap in the thumbnail, guys. Like, come on. See my feet in the little mirror. That's pretty cool. But yeah, before we get to this video, I'm gonna need y'all to do three things. I'm gonna need y'all to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications, and hit the like button. Hopefully these feet will be worth a lot of money one day. Let's just get into the video.
It's 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning.
Okay, Saturday.
For the day. You're gonna smash legs at the gym. You're gonna finally start writing up that business plan you always wanted to do.
Okay.
But then all of a sudden, you get this strange feeling, this ethereal sensation of the procreational type. Well, what are you to do? Go to the club? It's not open. Go find a girl at the coffee shop? Huh, you don't have the skills for that yet. But then you realize the promised land lays just a couple of clicks away from your laptop. You give in. Hours later, you've achieved nothing. You're still in bed, swiping through TikTok like an idiot. And the worst part is, you do the same thing again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. Enough!
Enough! It ends today, boys. How many of y'all going through that? Let me know in the comments down below, man.
I won't have it anymore. As your honorary older brother, I won't allow you to squander any more of your precious masculine essence and energy achieving nothing, draining the most valuable resources that you possess, your time and energy. But I get it. I've been there before. I totally and completely understand your plight. As someone who discovered porn at the age of 13, nearly 14 years ago.
13? I think I was a little younger. How many of y'all was a little younger than that? I feel like I was a little younger than that. I think I was actually 13 though. 13.
Go at this point, who has had his struggles, had his successes, relapsed time and time again, but at the same time, I've gone months, nearly a year at one point without it. I can tell you it's possible. Now, it may not seem at this time like it's a big deal. Who are you hurting? No one even knows that I'm doing it. I don't have a girlfriend who I'm neglecting or ignoring. What? Who cares, right? And yeah, it's not a big deal until it is. Some of you may know. It's gotta... Jerking off, masturbation, self-serving is one of the most poignant addictions out there. On the upper end of the addiction, you're going to the bathroom during class just to swipe through.
Nah, that's absolutely nuts. I actually heard a story recently. One of my friends actually said that. Well, one of my high school friends said that they actually used to beat their meat like every Friday in the bathroom. That is absolutely ridiculous, bruh. That is mischievous. You need to go to jail for that, bro. I don't care how old you are, bro. You being your schmeat at school, bro. At school was crazy. At school was nuts.
Chicks on Reddit, you're jerking off 6 times a day and nothing.
And let's be honest, Reddit is goated. Hey, Reddit is goated. We're not disrespect Reddit prawn, bro. Reddit prawn is goated, and you're supporting small businesses. Okay, it's perfectly fine. You're supporting small businesses, perfectly fine. I think Reddit is perfectly fine.
On the lower end, you're having a bit of erectile dysfunction when you finally do end up with a girl because you're so fucking desensitized to this shit. You don't even know what a real woman looks or feels like. You've totally bombed your brain for years.
I've actually never heard of that. That argument, I've actually never heard. I've never heard people getting like erectile ED from prawn. I actually never heard of that, bro. I'm in the same boat as when I was 13, 14. Bro, that's when I found prawn. I never had ED. I never had that come up in a sexual place, man. And I've been at it for a minute. So I think that's, I don't know. Maybe I'm just him. I don't know. Maybe I could just do both.
Some years with this artificial sense of success. Your brain is designed specifically to reward you for going out there and achieving procreation with a woman in the form of blasting off and getting these dopamine spikes, these oxytocin spikes, these chemicals exploding in your brain. So if you're giving yourself that without even doing anything, that's going to have a serious effect on your brain, bud. So the question at hand, can you undo it? And the answer is probably much simpler than you could ever expect.
Yes.
Modern technology, everything is customizable. You got computers, you can change the desktop, the background, the apps, the widgets, your app. apps. You can change the colors, the this, that, the other. You can even limit how much time you spend on certain platforms. Everything is customizable. But what about the biggest supercomputer known to man? Your brain is also customizable. Just like you can reprogram your MacBook, you can also reprogram your brain. Let me explain a little bit. I'm no neuroscientist or anything like that, but this is what I know. Your brain is full of connectors that link parts of your brain together. And when activated, they release chemicals that strengthen these connections between different parts of the brain. So like when you eat some really good food, it releases dopamine, it feels good, you feel great. When you're holding someone's hand, you release oxytocin, which is this bonding chemical. You feel kind of bonded to that person. And when you spend years and years building these connections by watching hours of pornography, people fucking on the computer, these connections are going to be really strong, and it's going to weaken other parts of the brain that you don't really exercise the connections as much.
Is that proven? Is that a study? Is that really proven? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Just because you watch porn, like, that doesn't even make sense. Let's be honest real quick, guys. Be 100% honest with me. Because you watch porn, you're actually making yourself dumber. You're making other bonds with, like, bro, what? Does not make sense. I'm gonna be completely honest. But we don't let them cook, though. We don't let them cook.
That's why maybe you forget your grandma's birthday, you forget the old street you lived on or whatever. But the good news is, you can erase connections. It's this thing called synaptic pruning. Let me tell you how it works real quick. So long story short, when a connection isn't being used as much, it gets marked by a protein. And then there's these cells called microglial cells that find the marked connection and then just destroy it. They you know? This is how your brain makes the space to build new and stronger connections. So how does this relate to porn? Well, so when you're watching a lot of porn, you're exercising those connections. The brain gets used to those connections being there, so it takes more and more porn to keep them strong.
Nah, 120 pages is crazy. 120 pages is absolutely ridiculous. 120 pages is absolutely ridiculous. Everyone knows what this font is. 120 pages is absolutely mind-boggling, bro. Like, if you're that far, I was never that far deep. Like, I would do it occasionally, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I would have one day that was strong. I would do it, like, maybe 5 times a day. Like, this is when I was younger. And I didn't have as many responsibilities. But, like, once that shit kicked in, I'm like, bro, I gotta relax. I just relax. I wasn't, even back then, I wasn't on 120 pages. That's nuts. That's absolutely ridiculous. Don't let them cook. That's crazy.
Strong. And then sooner or later, it seems like porn is dominating your thoughts throughout the day. And it's almost unavoidable. Where can I watch it again? What am I going to watch next? Will this be good enough for me? So when you try to stop watching porn, this is what makes us feel empty, stressed, and anxious. Our brain is being customized to like and even need porn. Time to break that shit off. But lucky for us, the process works both ways. The more we strengthen those connections, the more we stay away from it, weakens those connections until they dissolve into oblivion. So the simple answer, stop doing it. Stay away from it. I know it's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard, especially if it's something it's going to take a lot to say ancient they were. It's because back you are being depicted in a statue near Earth battle. And
basically what he said is, how to undo your prawn damaged brain? Stop watching it. Interesting. Like, I'm thinking he gonna actually say some cool shit. I think he gonna be like, oh, do this. He literally just said, stop watching it. I mean, that's the end of the video, guys. If you took anything away from this, if you have a cool looking, if you're attractive and you say some stuff, people will believe you. People will watch it. So, hopefully you guys like my little feet in the mirror. That's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be doing more shoots in my room. Finally got it all figured out. I forgot the angles and stuff, right? Usually I would film it in my basement, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll film some more in here. It's nice and cozy. I like the lighting in here is a little bit better. And hopefully now you guys won't, hit me up and tell me if I'm being kidnapped in my damn basement, bruh. But hey, I'm gonna put out of here. Appreciate you for watching. Peace. Zaddy.